Hey guys, so I wanted to do a kind of a last second hangout, and I wanted to show you some cards that I've been making tonight for old people. And I thought if you're interested, maybe we could all make some cards for old people together. So yeah, this is the first card. And the thing I really like about these greeting cards thing is you can do it anywhere. And you don't have to go somewhere to volunteer. It gives greeting cards to people who are some of the poorest people, and usually the homebound people. Like most of these people that you give these cards to are homebound. So this charity, here's the charity. This charity sends out over 200 greeting cards for old people a month, and it's just made by people in the rooms like me. And I really like this charity. I'll show you that here in a second. But I want to make some greeting cards tonight since it's a charity that's really pretty special. It serves some of the loneliest, poorest old people in New York City, and I've been involved with these people just as a card making volunteer for probably 8 or 9 years at least now. So the cards I made tonight are pretty simple, and I really like this since you just put all these cards together in an envelope, whatever cards that you make, and you mail it to them, and then they mail it to old people for you. And I grew up with old people. I grew up with my elderly grandma for my whole life. I lived with her as a kid. So I've been around a lot of old people, and I've seen how lonely old people can get when they can't leave the house and they're homebound and stuff. And there was this thing called, when I was a kid, called Tuesday Night Touch, and every Tuesday night we would make little postcards and greeting cards for old people. I guess I should maybe not call them old people so many times, but it just kind of cracks me up too. Oh, I actually don't have chat on. Let me try to open chat here. But anyway, every Tuesday night we would make cards for people, kind of like this charity does. And hi, Sophie. Oh, great. It's going to be like double echoing. That's perfect. There we go. Okay, I think I fixed it. I'm so prepared. This is a last minute thing, but yeah, as a kid we did this Tuesday night touch thing. We would make cards for old people in my local community, and one of these ladies was Mrs. Smith, and as a kid I didn't really understand what homebound meant, so I would write letters to this poor woman and make her greeting card and trying to do like a nice thing for her. And I wrote, take a walk, call a friend, do something. This woman did not let me live it down. I just told a homebound person to take a walk, because as a kid I just had no idea what homebound really meant. So yeah, she ended up being a friend for years. She was my grandma's friend too, so sometimes we'd call her or we'd even go visit her. And she was always like, take a walk, call a friend, do something. And she'd always remind me of that. But she just thought it was cute that as a little kid I didn't know what homebound meant, so I thought she could take a walk, even though she couldn't because she was homebound. But anyway, this is a special charity to me because they send greeting cards to people like that, who sometimes this is the only communication that elderly person can get in the entire week. And it doesn't have to be pretty or anything. These are just some basic cards I put together, and they do have a few things. Like, you're supposed to make them kind of G-rated, and you're supposed to write in like large block print inside so they can read it. But yeah, there's the first one, and I can't see anything. My contacts are blurring up. That's great. This is the other one, and I've just been using these gigantic, seriously cannot see much, the sticker book, and just making simple crap. Making simple crap. I really should do something about my camera stand. Anyway, so yeah, this is the second card I made, and I'm not very good at writing the crap inside, so I just kind of write the same thing on all of them. But this charity is called Dorot, and then they have a website. If you're interested in making greeting cards for them, you can do it wherever you are. You don't have to be like officially volunteer or anything. They do have a form that you can fill out if you want to write a little bit about something yourself. But I usually just save up all the cards that I make and then send them in one envelope to these people, and then they like pick old people that it's their whose birthday is that month, and then they'll send out the cards and address it to that specific elderly person. So here's their website, USA, and I try to keep them like kind of happy looking and kind of neutral. So I can't really put humor in it because my adult humor would kind of not be a good match. But yeah, you can be from anywhere in the world and send cards to them. I've done it from, I've lived in a handful of cities for almost a decade. Well, really like 8 or 9 years, since 2007, I think, 2008. So yeah, you don't have to participate every like certain amount of time. You just make cards whenever you feel like it, wherever you are. So I like that. And you could probably do it for, local nursing home or something. I'm sure there's a lot of groups that'd be willing to give cards to old people for you. But yeah, here's the first one I made tonight. And the second, oh, and I got a question. Can you only make one card at a time and send it in? No, you can make as many cards as you want. You can make 10, you can make 100, and you can put them all in the same envelope and mail it to these in one package, so then they'll distribute them from there, which is really kind of fun. Sometimes I usually just try to make a handful and then mail it in, but I've done like maybe 20 or something at a time before, and you can mail them in as like often or as little as you want. You can do it once and never volunteer for these people again if you want. And you don't have to like officially volunteer, it's just anyone can do it. And you don't address it to the specific old person, they do that for you. And then this other one, this is probably, I don't know, this was like the one I made just now. It's kind of my favorite of what I made tonight. And I like this because it really doesn't take going anywhere. It's just kind of a plus for me. And it doesn't take, really skill. I just put basic stickers and just try to make them colorful. I can't remember which one I've shown you. My contacts are so blurry. Does it have to be a birthday card? I think they only do birthday cards right now, so probably. I don't know if they do any holidays, but I've only ever done birthday cards. Yeah, this organization sends over 200 birthday cards to people every month, and they serve some of the poorest and the poorest and the the frailest, like some of the people with the huge health issues in New York City, and they're poor and homebound and have health issues and a lot of other stuff. So sometimes these people really, like, your card is the only contact that they get all week or maybe even all month. They're just incredibly lonely for some of these people, so that's why I really like it. And that's kind of when I was into writing cards to poor homebound people as a kid, even though I didn't understand as a kid what homebound meant. It was like, take a walk, call a friend, do something. Poor Mrs. Smith. At least she had a good sense of humor about it, because I can't remember how old I was. I think I was in maybe 6th grade or 5th grade or something. I was telling this poor homebound woman, take a walk, call a friend, do something. I thought homebound meant she could walk around her neighborhood, but yeah, it didn't. She thought it was cute because I was a kid, so anyway. So maybe don't write, like, take a walk, call a friend, do something in your cards to these poor people. But yeah, they can be just as basic or anything. Some people do it with organizations, like have their school or whatever, their class, make cards together. And there probably are some other organizations that would probably accept cards. Veterans probably would, maybe some local nursing homes. I don't know, I've just always done these people. I've always just sent it to these people. So I have a few cards. I thought I could make a few, and I was kind of running out of ideas. So I was thinking maybe if you guys had any ideas of what I could do with this one. I was debating if I should do another cutesy one and use stickers, or if I should use these kind of like prettier crap and maybe put some stickers on them, like make it floral and stuff. I mean, some of these cards are kind of gender neutral enough. This one sort of is a little strange looking now that I think of it, but I don't know. If you hadn't interacted with humanity in a week in your homebound, I think this would be kind of colorful and fun to open in your mailbox, hopefully. So yeah, let's see, maybe this. I don't know. Do you guys like flowers, or should I do sunshines? Kind of out of ideas. I have, I'm kind of out of paper too. I have this. This might be better for floral, so I guess this one could be cutesy. I still cannot see. My contacts are awesome. Let's see. I've got some of these stickers. I kind of like these since they have balloons on it, and that's kind of about the most birthday stickers I have right now. And you can get it like as elaborate or as basic on these cards as you want. They have a lot of kids groups do stuff like this and send in cards. These are kind of fun. I haven't used these yet. What color is this paper? Maybe that one will be kind of entertaining, just in the middle of sunshine. That'd be kind of random. Okay, that actually might be kind of the one. That looks pretty special. I'm just going to put it over here and see if there's anything else. maybe the cake on the inside or something. You could draw if you don't have stickers. I like that. I like these cutesy stickers. I don't know. I just think it'd be kind of fun to have something really bright in your mailbox. Usually on the inside, I try to put white so they can read it a little easier, but the outside of the card can be any color. So maybe, yeah, I think that sticker is going to be the one. Wish I could play music during these live streams, but well, I guess I could find some like non-copyrighted stuff. And I do plan to like plan a live stream soon. I just so I'm alone and I was like, need to do something, so I thought I would do this with you guys. It's really one of my favorite. I'm kind of one of the only ways I really volunteer at the moment, so and yeah, I'll just leave this here. If anyone wants to make cards, if you know of any other organizations that you can make cards with too, let me know. So yeah, I know these are like super basic cards, but they don't mind. That's really a fun thing. It just is a way to tell elderly people that you're thinking of them and they appreciate, even if you're like a kid who tells them to tells a homebound person to take a walk, call a friend, do something. I still can't believe I told that poor old lady to take a walk when she was homebound as a kid, but she thought it was endearing. So that's kind of what these people are. Like, even if it's just a basic card like this, they'll still think it's cute and endearing, and they might think I'm a little kid making these cards now, but that's okay. And they are pretty quick. It's kind of a fun way to do. I mean, you could draw stuff like this in your journal too, but I kind of like doing both. My contacts are still super blurry. Oh, and I have these fun pins that are glittery. They're just like clear glitter, so I've been pretty much spreading glitter all over everything. It's kind of addicting. Not sure how well you can really, well, I guess you can sort of see it. But yeah. They are super quick. There's some like children outside. Speaking of like what the old people that probably think is, who is, yeah, that didn't make, speaking of children, the old people probably think I am one doing this, but yeah. These glitter pins I hadn't had in a handful of years, and they're just like clear glitter, which is so random. And I figure I'll just make it as glittery as humanly possible. It's probably not really that entertaining to watch someone color with like plain glitter, but I do plan on doing this again if anyone likes the idea of making cards for old people, and maybe I could come up with some kind of more elaborate cards. I do have some like mandala design stuff stickers I was thinking about using for this, so that could be kind of like a longer greeting card fest. But for now, I was just kind of going with quicker cards. And glitter, because can't get enough glitter. Hey, Casey, I'm glad you made it. Sure, I can show here's the website. And they're just called Dorot. It's a New York City charity, and DorotUSA.org. And then click on the senior, make a card for seniors tab, and then it gives you the directions where you can fill out their form if you want to put your name or tell them, like if you're doing it for a class or whatever, you can tell them, you can put your info in their volunteer form. I usually don't really fill it out, but they probably gotten used to me. I've kind of done it for a while. But yeah, there's that. And they do have instructions on this website on the create a senior tab. I think the main thing is it needs to be able to fit in a 5x7 envelope, so they have to be kind of reasonably small. They ask that they're, G-rated and kind of like secular enough, and that you write in black for the birthday message with kind of block, like larger, easy to read letters on white paper. So other than that, you can pretty much go for it. If you want to do dinosaurs or pretty stuff, there's just a lot. It's kind of open-ended, which is really fun for me. So, yeah. Oh, here. I'll just put that right there. But yeah, they've been around for, I think decades. I mean, I've been doing this card thing since, I want to say 2000, I think it was fall 2008 or something like that. I think that's when I was getting into volunteering type stuff. So they've been around forever. I think they were around for a few decades more than that. And they send over 200 greeting cards out to old people every month, to seniors every month. And I don't know, it's just a really neat organization. There might be some, if anyone knows of any like comparable, that'd be cool. But yeah, they serve some really like destitutely poor and some very ill and homebound type people. So it's a really neat group. They do other things too, like helping with them find social services and that sort of thing. And yeah, this is a very glittery card. Because it actually looks a little bit weird. But that's a good thing. They aren't that picky. They just are glad someone thought of them. That's kind of why I like old people. They appreciate small gestures, even if you're a child, just telling them to take a walk because you think that would be helpful and you don't understand homebound. I can't believe I still cannot believe I told that poor woman that. Hey, Brendan, Brendan Yuri. That you have the longest username ever. I'm glad you can make another live stream too. I know this is kind of a last second thing, but I'm glad you guys could join in. And yeah, let me know what else you think I could do to this card. This really is one of my most favorite charities. I mean, there's not many things actually it's not really anything in recent years I've really volunteered for a decade. So you change your username. Yeah, I thought that was different. This is like super bright. But yeah, oh yeah, I got some pins the other day. Kind of a lot of pins. And some are glittery and like metallic sheen. They're kind of hard to explain. But yeah, I kind of am making cards because I wanted to play with my pins on top of being charitable to old people. I just kind of wanted to do something. I didn't really feel like journaling. So this is it. These are like super neon pins. I know I'm like outside of the lines and not really. But yeah, if anyone just joined in more recently, I'll show you these cards. I'm just making greeting cards for old people, which is probably actually really sadly not the most random thing I've done in the stream. But these are for homebound seniors in New York City, and you can make these cards wherever you are, and I have in a few cities, and it's really neat. Crap. No, crap. What did I do to this? I keep hitting the stupid camera stand. Okay, rotate device. There we go. Yeah, it's a neat crap to do for charity. Fail. I still cannot see much. My contacts are awesome. I think I'm allergic to sunshine. Or just the outdoors. I went outside and that was always, I always am like, why did I go outside when I do that? But yeah, there's those. Let's just put my favorite on top. This was really kind of disturbing. But yeah, old people are just glad that someone thought of them, so they're not gonna care if you don't make it like artistically beautiful. And usually I just take an existing greeting card, trace it, and fold it over on paper like this one. Maybe I'll use some of these, maybe draw some flowers on to try to give them a variety, because I kind of do have a lot of like cutesy stuff. But if I was old and trapped inside for just indefinitely, I think colorful stuff would be kind of fun. Should I color this in? The Berserker's cute. Yeah, it is kind of a fun little thing. Should I color all this pink or just leave it? Pink might look weird everywhere. I could use some polka dots. Or I could write happy birthday. Oh, I have some stickers. I could put happy birthday on the cover of one of these for once. They're probably not going to really fit on that. These cards are kind of small, but let's see. Don't stop streaming to back. Okay, I won't. This is going to be an interesting stream. My contacts are still blurry, and this is random. And I have like one piece of paper. I'm like, let's make cards. I have like one giant piece of paper left, and a partial half. Alright, I'm just gonna go with it. They're nice old people. I think this would be kind of good practice for trying to get used to live streams and not hitting the camera, since I kind of want to do like a journal with me or collage with me type thing. So I figured this would be kind of an easier first step. Okay, this actually, these stickers aren't half bad. Where's a Y? Okay, I guess I could like actually sit upside down. Yeah, I drove around today. Can't see or anything. It's kind of dusty here. I think that's part of the fail of this. One of my relatives is going to Asia, and I had a dream that we had to drive to the south to pick him up on the way back. So I called him and I'm like, I am not picking you up from the south. I'm not doing that. This is kind of a happy looking card. I mean, kind of random, but that's the story of my life. I missed sleep for like a day and a half too, because I really wanted to get out of the house and interact with humanity, which is kind of a first. I think I came down with something for a day. I was around humans too much. I went to a humanity and art festival the other day. My friend and I mostly sat inside like a random building. We're like, yeah, we don't want to be outside. That's enough art and festivities. This is really not much to see, but it will be. I'll draw some flowers on the next one. This takes a really surprisingly long time to just spell out happy birthday. I should have just written it. I don't know if anyone's coloring at the same time. I guess it would not really be watching anyway. I was really tempted to do a color and chat type video. I have these mandala stickers that I use for journals, and I thought it'd be fun to color those and stream and just kind of hang out. Okay, I really did not think it would take that long to spell out birthday. Yay. It was probably really 30 seconds, but kind of not patient. Just why this volunteering. You don't have to spend an hour there, or you don't have to pay for a taxi to get there, and you can do it whenever. You can do this at midnight or anything. So yeah. Okay, there's nothing over here. What should I put on this side? Could do just maybe stickers. So I could put a miniature monster on that side. Crap. Okay, I'm just gonna hold the camera so I don't keep whacking it. Okay, I won't make a joke about that one. That could be like a giant cake on the outside, or ice cream. Let's see. Some of these stickers are a little bit scary. I don't want to actually scare old people, just so I'm trying to send them a birthday card. That was disturbing. The thing has no hands either. That's I just got there's like a giant cake to fill it in. The cupcake. Okay, cool. Maybe if I put like, just do something with it. These pins are pretty fun to play with. These ones are the moonlight ones. They're the neon ones. They show up decently well on this. It's a glorious cake there. Oh. Here are the pins. You missed that part of it. I thought that'd be a fun pin thing to play with, and then I could glitter it. The lighting in here is just perfect too. That's pretty glittery. I think the inside like have a little bit more to it than this. I've got these random things. Star's too big. So like stick a little miniature monster in this and use it as a frame. It'd be kind of entertaining. Actually, I could just like fill it out and not have to cut that out. All right, let's go with that. These kind of cards, since they're like no pressure to it, and the old people are just happy that you're that they're thought of. Like, it's really kind of makes it more calming and relaxing. That you don't have to try to make it artsy or anything. And then they do want them like handmade, so not just like Hallmark. And one lady on their website on this cut out calendars and turned those into cards. They kind of are really pretty open-ended on this. Let's see. I used to have glue stick like it's cracked. Like I've already used up almost this whole glue stick tonight. Alright, so let's see. I could find another monster to put in here. And maybe, well, that one's kind of scary. I was going to say this one because it's holding something like it's a gift for the person, but it looks a little scary. Maybe this one? This is really pretty bright. But yeah, I like to add random other stuff like polka dots and just something to make it look like it took a little time. They're pretty quick to make, though. It's probably fascinating watching someone draw polka dots. I do plan to do some like collage with me type stuff. Oh, I got a question. What if you send them sheets of stickers along with the cards? Would they like that? I've never actually tried. If I was getting a card, I would like stickers. I think they would. That'd actually be cute. Or maybe a bookmark or like stickers or both. I think that'd be a fun little add-in. I'm gonna glitter over this. I know it's kind of like not the well. It's a little like transparent of ink, but all right. Where's my glitter? Can't live without glitter for more than a few seconds. There's like glitter just everywhere. Got glitter on my hands from earlier, probably. It's like ridiculously hot outside today. So I thought it'd be like perfect weather to sit inside and make videos. I guess it might be nice to see the card out of frame perpetually. That's probably enough polka dots. Yeah, anything that you can just kind of do whatever you want with is really up my alley, like making a journal page or cards with that they don't really have that many standards or really like rules to it. I like that. Let's see. Ooh, I could give the thing. It needs like some balloons or something. What did it do with me? Balloons. I'm out of those. Those would be kind of fun. Add those random, balloons, like balloon cutouts. Got some of these sticker books still. This has a few balloons. And it is kind of quicker when you're kind of like not making a video too. I know it's kind of, well, it probably seems kind of slow for like one card, but it really doesn't take that long usually. I can just get distracted really easily, so yay. Alright. Since this creature has no hands, let's just make them floating. Reconnect. Okay, I think I'm live again. My internet's awesome. Okay, good, it's showing. Crap, that's a green one. Oh, I meant to go with a dark blue. Yeah. Alright, it's gonna be too tall. No, I think this actually might work better. Now I can actually like almost see it. Welcome back, Brendan. Your username is fun. So yeah, with these cards I just kind of, I don't know, some stuff I like overdo it a little bit, I guess. Like I put a bit too many stickers on the front, but I just wanted to make it then, be like, wow, someone spent a lot of time on this. And so someone's added stuff more for that than more for what it looks like. I've been meaning to watercolor, like a flowery one and make them kind of quaint, but I couldn't find a paintbrush, so, or watercolors for that matter. So yeah, for the other part, they like them white. So I can't really cut straight, so I usually just make it zigzag. All the glitter. It is a lot of glitter. And these glitter pins, at least, kind of don't entirely get all over them. Otherwise, I'd make like a glitter just package and just, yeah, they don't want you to like put bags of glitter crap that pops up and scares the crap out of little people. But I like to add a little bit of glitter, and I guess you can't really see what I'm doing because camera and all. It kind of feels like I'm hanging out, like you're in the room with me. Someone I live with is outside. That's weird. Never seen them go outside. It's a good thing I have a shirt on. Like I'm in another room with the window open. Usually no one is ever outside, so. And I'm at a glue stick. That's yay. So yeah, here's that side. Okay, I guess more stickers. I kind of like doing stuff with like hearts or like this, just because, I mean, if they literally haven't seen someone in a week, I don't know, well, personally, I wouldn't really be lonely after a week, but after a month, like after you've been inside a really long time, you can't really go out, then it just gets pretty kind of suffocating. So I like to do something that's like cutesy with parts, or just put like something like "you're special." I pretty much wrote the same inside greeting on all of them because I couldn't think of anything else to write. So I just put like just a note to say happy birthday, may your day be as special as you are, and I wrote that on kind of all of them, but they don't see each other, so I just I'm not good at inside like emotional stuff. But I figured like this is a card that I want to get, so you can write whatever you want in them. They don't have to say that specific thing. And then this is a lot of color. Ouch. Brandon, you accidentally shoved a Q-tip in your ear. Ow. Yeah, I don't like Q-tips, are scary. So is this video, come to think of it. Alright, this isn't really going to be enough room to say, just a note to say happy birthday, so this whole block printing thing kind of, I don't really block print. I write really fast usually, so this is kind of probably the most tedious part of the whole card for me. Alright, what kind of stickers I have? Yeah, stickers are hard to kind of, well, I'm not actually doing this one-handed, so I guess I can't really blame that. Alright, I'm just gonna go with, oh thanks, hi Amy. Amy's a turtle. Yeah, here's the front, happy birthday, and just gonna go with the whole same thing. I don't know, if I was old and had been, inside, unable to go anywhere for weeks or months or longer, I think someone saying you're special would be probably one of the best things that I could hear. May your day be as, my handwriting is really crap if I don't focus on it, as you are. Hopefully that's really readable. And they do say that you can put like greetings from wherever you're from. Like, you could put something about yourself, but so you always try to write things like this and have to try 5 times because I wrote lowercase letters on accident. Yeah, it kind of takes practice to really write block. I really don't like writing block, but yeah, this is reasonably colorful. I think it needs more. Where did that blue pen go? Anything to make it seem like it was handmade with care. It's kind of the whole theme of this organization's thing. Like the lady who makes them out of calendars, she kind of decorates the sides and stuff. Or she uses like old calendars and turns those into cards, but they still look homemade. She kind of draws on them and stuff. They have a few of her pictures, like the pictures that she made on their website. Here, that DorotUSA.org site. But yeah, if you're just doing this and like not kind of focusing, I usually do this sort of thing just when watching TV or something. It's really usually pretty quick if you're not making, if you're just doing this instead of like trying to do other stuff at once or making a video. It's really doesn't take too long, and I usually save them up till I have a handful or until I get sick of making cards, and then I'll mail them all at once to these people. And you don't have to add in envelopes. They have those. They just need to fit in a 5x7. So, because that's the size envelopes that these people make, or that these people have. They send them out in. So yeah, I figure we can do like one more. I want to do like a flower one and maybe try to draw a little. So that should be scary. Luckily, they might not be able to see it that well anyway. This would be a nice color. So yeah, here's my thing to trace, and where's my thingy? I have seen like pre-cut cards in craft stores, but I'm never that prepared, so I go with like straight up homespun. Hey, I like your comments, Brendan Yuri. I can't say your whole username, but I like your comments. Such a great thing you're doing. Thanks, Trisha. It really is a fun way to play with your pens. It really is my favorite organization that I've done anything for. It's really pretty quick, and I don't know, it's just I've seen so many old people who really have such little interaction. Like Miss Smith, the poor lady I told to take a walk, call a friend, do something when I was a kid and wrote her letters. Sometimes she would, like, I'd call her to say hi, and, like an hour later, we'd still be on the phone. And you could tell that she didn't really want to go because, now I see that she was just lonely. But as a kid, that just, like, felt like a lot of talking. So I usually would hand the phone to my grandma and let her talk to her after, like, that long. But when you see someone who, like, they really just have so little interaction, it kind of, I don't know, it's kind of scary thinking that it'd be, any of us could be in that same position, like homebound, elderly, and kind of not have much interaction. So I guess that's kind of why I like to do it. Hopefully someone will contact my aged self when I'm old too. Thanks. I'm glad you like my crap. Thanks for watching. I'm kind of surprised anyone was able to come. It was kind of a last second thing, and my internet connection's going out, so if it drops, it'll come back on in a second. It always goes out like at this time, but I'll try to get it going again. I was trying to keep this actually I guess I wasn't. I was going to say I was going to try to keep it a little G-rated earlier since I've talked about old people and making greeting cards, but I pretty much never really do that. So I think I can make a vase with some of these and then draw a few. Which is a great idea because my contacts still have not like unblurred. But old people like homespun, so, and if nothing else, they might just think I was a kid doing it and think it's quaint. Oh yeah, here's that organization if you want to make cards for old people. On their website, there's like a tab that says seniors, like make a card for seniors, or you can just send your cards in one envelope to that address, to the address on the screen. I kind of feel like it's like a telemarketing. I'm not affiliated with these people. I've just made greeting cards for them for years. It's like an unofficial card making volunteer. It's like a kind of a no commitment volunteer gig, which I really like. You can do it in bed. You're actually not in bed with me right now, but the bed is like 3 feet over there. And this is gonna look weird. Alright. You see, I'll just make a card for you. That's cute. A lot of, like, I like doing it for these people, but if you know old people, I mean, even your own family, there's probably plenty of old people that would love a card. I don't have grandparents anymore, but I kind of wish I had sent like more cards, like done more stuff for my elderly relatives. One old lady I used to send Christmas cards to, her name was Estelle, and I known her for so many years of my life, and I've just sent, Christmas cards. I added her to my Christmas card list eventually, and one year she said, like, she sent me a card back, like, you're one of the few young people that thought of me. She said something really nice, and I was just like, oh, it's like crap not to send her a card every year. But she was just, I don't know, old people can really be touched. Like, even this lady, Estelle, did a lot of volunteering, and she knew a lot of local people, but even then, she still, appreciated a card from me or from anyone, and still thought it was kind of a special. And she probably was kind of lonely. She actually got cancer in her 90s and had it treated and everything, which I thought was really sad. And I kind of wish I'd done something really more useful for her than just cards. But a card does kind of make their day. Like if I got a greeting card from someone, that'd be fun. I kind of don't, but I used to more often with like pen pals and stuff. And that really doesn't look like a face. It kind of looks more like a toilet. What should I do with crap? But at least it's just for, they're thoughtful people. Old people, just like, it's a thought that counts with them. And yeah, let's just cover the white because that looks weird. I'm going to make it glittery anyway. So much for a vase. Yeah, I should have had like a picture of a vase. That would have helped. A cat's face. It really does. Okay, it actually does. Wow. I could turn it into like a weird cat vase. Yeah, this is like an awkward position to do it on the floor. I thought that would be like a good setup, but it's kind of not. It's so good to make a difference in someone's life, especially when they're yeah, really, and it's really so easy just to do something like a card, or depending on how lonely the person is, just like something small can even really feel so huge to them if they're in a rough place. I'm in a rough place, bending over on the floor trying to color this. Maybe I could do this. This might help. I'm like too old to bend over anymore. This is like a really awkward looking face. What could I do to it? Got. Yeah, I need to like. Maybe we could go like yellow. Just. This is really gonna work, I can tell. Yeah, let's go with like abstract sort of a flower type of thing. Alright. I think children made that, but that's okay. They might actually think it's cuter if like a kid did that. Okay, these pens are really failing on this paper. That's weird. This paper's awesome. Alright, these pens are gonna fail. It's just gonna have to be with. That looks great. But it's definitely the thought with old people that counts. And alright, let's just add a few more stickers. That's always, stickers fix everything. Why are sticker sheets so loud? Why are my neighbors so loud too? Can't think of it. I'm using cardstock weight paper. Using this giant scrap of paper, so it's kind of not very thick. I should have gone with thicker. If in doubt, go thicker. Only up to a certain point. Alright, let's just sticker it. This is kind of thicker is always better. It's kind of not glossy, but it's still a little, I don't know, these pens don't like it. Yeah. Alright, that looks better than what I drew, so I'm just gonna do it. Hey Amy, glad you made it live. Just in time for cards with old people. I mean cards for old people, but I'm feeling pretty old at the moment too, so. People call me ma'am a lot. I'm like the checkout children. And I was going to be offended, but then I'm like, I'm so glad that kids are saying ma'am these days. I don't really want to correct them. Yeah. Agedness is fun. Alright, that looks different. That actually is alright. That's why you that's why you like making gifts for old people, because they don't really care what it looks like. Yeah, they really don't. And what color should I? So much effort. What color should the vase be? Maybe like this and this. Oh, and it's gonna be glittery too, so that'll work out really well. I think this is the clear glitter pen. So. You just bought a few pens? Cool. What'd you get? I'm kind of obsessed with pens. Anytime someone has pens, I kind of need details. These pens are kind of like, if you color, yeah, it's the paper that's making this suck. These are, if you write on like normal cardstock paper or something decent, these kind of fluff out. These fluff out a little bit. They're souffle pens, and they kind of get a little puffy. I mean, I'm also coloring fast, so like they suck right now because of that too. Not just the paper, but the paper's pretty crappy. If you do it slow. I'm really impatient, so cards that I can do as fast as I want are really a plus for me. This, yeah. You have a huge pen obsession in kawaii Japanese memo pads. I have avoided most of the memo pad thing. That's fun. I haven't gone down that rabbit hole yet, but hopefully will eventually. Yeah, this is going to get glittered on top of anyway. It is puffing up a little bit. I got some, well, they're in that room. I posted a picture on Instagram. The dark version of these Stardust pins. I finally found the dark version that I retired long ago, so I meant to bring those in here and do it with that too. I need to come up with some kind of like cutesy, girly, happy birthday type note to put on the top of I wish I had I guess I could practice and like fancy handwriting to do that kind of thing. Calligraphy looking handwriting. But I don't. It's just kind of loud. I just realized that on the coloring on plastic. But it's better than having to bend over, so yeah. This is like such a plain thing. You have few, but you don't use them because it's just too cute. Oh, memo pads. Oh, I got a pizza little memo pad I didn't need to use to kind of highlight stuff in journals. All right, I know that's plain. Like, why did I watch a plain thing? But I think if you're coloring too, hopefully it would not be really boring. Loose sheets of paper. I used to like pen pal with like more often. I was really into stationery. Well, I'm more into pens and stuff and stickers now, but I was into like stationery pads, and they really have gone all out. Like back in my day, it took some effort to find cute paper pads, and now it's just everywhere. Like, I think I would actually like go broke if I was really super into those now. This is working out so well. Yeah, this isn't really gonna glitter this too well. All right, it's just gonna be like that. Maybe what could I do? I'll just put some gold on this side because that fixes everything. But yeah, I figured as long as it looks homemade and like I tried, that's all old people will care about. It looks like icing on a Pop-Tart. Yeah, it's the souffle pins, it's gonna take forever to dry, and I like kind of screwed it up with glitter. Alright, just gonna add some more to it because that's gonna fix it too. Okay, that actually did sort of help. I have like no ability to make things straight. I used to make quilts in my old clothes, and they're definitely like not straight at all. Should put it. It's glittery. It should be there somehow. And it's still wet. All right. That's interesting. It's weird how like mixing two pens just kind of makes it fail. All right. What? How do I not have a gold pen? That's weird. Yeah, I can't actually see that. Oh. Old people. Maybe I could turn a flash on. Yeah, if this is like the third time. Crap, I just hit the stand again. The third time that I've used live Hangouts, I'm kind of still trying to get used to it. That is really, well, sort of readable. I figure like normal greeting cards aren't always readable on the front. It's just the inside that really fixes it. But it's kind of dark in here, so hopefully it'll be better in person. The inside can be something a little bit better than that. Go with these noisy stickers. I think with all the dinosaur ones, that could kind of be for a guy or a girl, and then I try to throw in a few that can be gender neutral like that. And I just want to use dinosaur stickers, but I do like trying to add a few. I figure they get a lot of like floral ones. I figure they have some guys that could use cards too. This is like the most crap that's still sticky. Alright, I'll like paint over that later or something. Or I can make a vase out of this and just put something on top of it. If that would work. Yeah, I don't think that would work too. Alright, I'll just fix it later. It just needs a bunch of flowers. Flowers and glitter fixes everything. Yeah, I guess at some point you just kind of over it with either journaling or cards, and it's like, just want to get it done. Like, this one's kind of turning out. I will fix the cover later. I think I've got some puff paint that I could use to fix that. Looks great. Oh, thanks. That's very kind. Hopefully maybe if this dries a little bit. It's colorful. I don't know. It's bugs are like hitting the window. That's gross. Outside, it sounds like someone's like trying to tab and bang their way in here. It's kind of disturbing. All right, so let's see. Try the glitter thing. Oh, okay. It's dried enough now I can fix it with glitter. Yeah, glitter definitely helps. This glitter you can kind of like smudge around in it, not look so streaky, which is sort of a plus. Such a plain thing to be doing this for. Okay, I guess I'll just go with those. So I've never heard of Tuesday Night Touch. I'm kind of wondering if that was just a thing that a childhood organization I was involved with did, or if it was actually like a national thing. Because I've never actually heard other people do it, but it's kind of it's catchy, like Tuesday Night Touch, and do some kind of charitable thing. We used to do cards to like a local homebound, but I think some of the adults in the organization did actual, like took some of those people cookies or mowed their lawn or that kind of thing, but the kids just made cards. We'd send cards to younger people too, like if they hadn't been to the organization in a while, we would do that. is really relaxing. I've got to give it that. Let's see. I need like a quaint quote. I sometimes put kind of just generic, like non-denominational quotes, like motivational quotes. This one will. The only thing I can really think of now is like April flowers bring May showers, so this one's not getting a quote, but I guess I'll just put like on your special day or something. Ooh, these. Yeah, this one's gonna be looking endearing. Homemade. Okay, those bugs are seriously trying to get in. That's gross. That's gross. People next door have like gigantic trees. It's kind of making it like a rainforest over here. Yeah, these pins really take a while. I'm gonna stick a few more flowers because that's smudged. That doesn't look weird or anything. There we go. All right. Yeah. That looks a little. All right. Yeah, I'll just make this last one. You're crocheting? Fun. Ooh, what are you making? I've been meaning to, well, a few years ago I started on this like Christmas crochet blanket. I've been meaning to pick that up. I found it in the closet the other night. I was like, oh, I should do something like that. But I don't really know. Actually, I don't know fancy crochet stitches. You look, Brandon, you love how your username makes no sense. Panic at the Disco. Does high heel work? I used to listen. What song is it from? I don't really listen to a lot of bands lately. I'm kind of obsessed with like two bands. And I was looking to my like normal playlist the other day. I was like, wow, I kind of might want to mix it up more than just two bands. All right, let's see, on your special day. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the same exact thing. Some sort of not really birthday themed at all, but girly. If I was old, I'd like it. I mean, I am kind of old, so. If it's just from a random stranger, maybe not someone that's like at Hallmark. Hey, hipster. You're trying a keychain plush cinnamon roll from Sanrio? Wow, I could not crochet a shape. That would be really adorable, though. I want to see when it's done. It sounds really cute. Let's see. Happy birthday. What else should I... that's probably flowery enough. Yeah, this is pretty much my standard thing. Usually when classes do it, sometimes they'll add in stuff about their class, like they're from Minnesota or whatever, but I'm old, so I don't really write that. You could write that just if it's just from you, too. Like that lady who made some cards out of calendars. She would put stuff about her. She was from somewhere random. I was going to add in the state, but I was like, if someone's from that state, they're going to be like, why did you just call me state random? But if you're very exotic and you're not from, like the East Coast where it's kind of generic. Okay, I'm just going to fit the entire East Coast. The East Coast is my thing too. It's like if you're not local, it sounds more exotic. Like if you're like greetings from Hawaii and you're listening to someone in New York, it's kind of more exotic than like greetings from New Jersey. Like it's just, I don't know, just different. You wish that you have any. You wish you had that many stickers. Oh yeah, I'm kind of obsessed. I did kind of tone down my collection, but this is my main. These sticker books are the cheap ones at like Michael's, and I think there's a few from Target, and they're pretty fun for greeting cards. I like doing stuff like this in journals and greeting cards, so I don't have to actually draw because that's effort. Effort's torture. And yeah, that's probably like enough greeting cards for one night, but just in case, I'm like really pale. You gotta see my foot. Okay, maybe not. I actually didn't hit the camera stand, but yeah, it's kind of greeting card out. This one's, they're kind of going south. At some point, like when you journal enough, like collage enough, or do enough cards, it kind of, they go downhill. Yeah, you definitely can make these with, I mean, you could just draw them without any of the stickers and stuff. Some of the people on this website, check them out, made their greeting cards for the charity, and they just drew like pretty things on it. I just not really into drawing. Thanks for the info on Dorot. You'll be in touch. Cool. Thanks. Yeah, it'd be awesome. Let me know if anyone participates. It'd be really cool. And they send out 200 greeting cards to old people a month now, and I kind of want to see them sending a greeting card to every old person in the city. Glitter is kind of messy. I think it'd be really pretty if you had like just plain white paper and drew something. I mean, even comics, like something different that they don't see too often. So yeah, you definitely don't have to have stickers or any of this crap to be able to do it. But yeah, if anyone who is just joining, here is like the cards from tonight. And I probably will make a handful more. I guess I could maybe make them and then do like a quicker video and show you. I kind of want to make a few that are more like flowery or just more traditional instead of more cutesy like this. And this isn't dry yet. It won't look so like that. But it's at least a bright happy. I mean, if you've been inside for a week or months, I would still like to see something like this in my mailbox. A handful of years ago, I kind of was in the house for longer than I'd want to admit, like weeks, and wasn't feeling so good, and just had like a bunch of anxiety and like puking every 10 minutes and transportation issues, all sorts of stuff. So I kind of can relate to the feeling of feeling like trapped in your house and lonely, and just kind of like you get lost in your head too long when you're inside, and you start feeling like, why does anyone care? So that's why this organization is so neat. It's just they get this random card that they're not expecting from the old people. Get this card from these people for their birthday month, and just someone, they realize someone thought about them, and that's just a neat thing, especially if you've been inside for a really long time and you can't really go anywhere. So yeah, there's that one. This one, and they are much quicker. I mean, if you're just doing this like earlier, they'd be maybe, I don't know, 10-15 minutes for a card, maybe less. It just takes a long time because I can't do two things at once. I'm like half asleep. But yeah, this one's kind of my favorite. It's kind of plain, but still, I like these stickers, so this is probably, the easiest type of volunteering I've ever done. It's quick, and I didn't realize that card was like taller than others. That's weird, but at least it'll fit in their thing. They're supposed to be about 5x7, Um, I'd rather not get glitter out. Yeah, these glitter, what is that? Oh, like I said, butter. These glitter pens are at least not so messy. Pastels, that would be pretty. Thanks, Risha. They're at least fun, and you can do them like with whatever you have, calendars or stickers. This one, that was kind of girly. Once this dries, it'll be alright. I don't know, I like to think of the old people that's receiving. Then they see something and like from, just remember, they just like open this and like, wow, someone remembered me. So I don't know, I like to think of that when I'm making it, and then it kind of makes the like awkward things that don't really turn out like I want them to just be like, yeah, that's fine. They'll still, it's the thought that counts. You're not old, but you have mobility impairments. People forget. Yeah, when you are kind of stuck at home, it really can feel pretty terrible. Just that, like, it's, what's the word? I don't know. Like, if your only contact with someone, even if a friend contacts you like once a week, if you're at home 24/7, you can't really go anywhere, and you're just sitting there like sick or whatever else. It's, I don't know, like time just goes really slow, and you're just like, great. Like, I've had one interaction with humans this week, and you can't really go anywhere, especially if you're old and sick. How did I get independence? Luna Jane Pins. I've never heard of that. At you Spica glitter pens. I've never heard of either of those. Oh yeah, I forget on videos when it uploads later, it won't show the comments there. So Trisha said she loves those pens. Hipster, how did you get into pens? I've never heard of either of those. I'll have to check those out. I need some pen addiction. But yeah, these pens, the souffle ones usually work fine on like normal paper. This paper just had a bit of a sheen to it that they didn't like. These are glitter pens I use usually. That and the ghetto pen set, the like Lolly Z set, and the other stuff. Those glitters work fine too. And the Cintos glitter ones. These are just Jelly Roll Stardust. But yeah, there's, how many is that? 5. I can't count. 6. Okay. Yeah, it's time to sleep longer. I only slept like a day and a half. I think I had like an allergic thing. I slept a long time. Oh yeah, and here's where these cards are going to. I always send them in one envelope. I usually wait till I've just kind of greeting card out. Usually it'll be kind of like I'll make cards for a while, then I'll get sick of it, and then I won't do it for a while. So I just usually save them till I'm like, okay, that's enough cards for a while. And then they send them out individually out to people. I'll probably make a handful more, maybe later, another day. Maybe I'll let this dry and not smudge on other stuff. But yeah, I'll leave you with this note. Thanks for watching me make cards. I know this is kind of slow, like making however many cards we made too, but you can really do a lot faster on your own. A lot of things are much faster to do by yourself. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in this, let me know if you make any cards, and thanks for coming. It was really fun hanging out with you guys.